Eric, you're here at Identiverse. You just attended the keynote with Dr. John Pritchard. What's your take?
I absolutely love the messaging. The notion of context being the key differentiator, putting the right data next to the right data is what makes it meaningful, what makes it so that you can take action upon it. Because otherwise, all of that data just becomes noise. So until you see it next to the data that makes it meaningful, that makes it make sense, it's very hard to take action on it. You don't see it, and if you don't see it, you can't take action on it.
Pritchard talked about context, and that's where the data actually fuels the context, and the context drives the upper layers, if you will.
Absolutely.
What can you say about where Radiant Logic fit into that?
So Radiant allows us to pull all of that data in. It doesn't really matter, what data we need to know. We can take that, we can ingest it, and we can use it to make something meaningful happen.
So how's that different from, Savient or SailPoint that also ingest data from different sources? What do we do different?
So one of the things, when you go through, for instance, an IGA and they have to perform, they can absolutely connect to lots of different sources. And when they connect to lots of different sources, they can take that data in and they can analyze it to make a decision when that data is being analyzed. But what we can do is we can make that happen more efficiently because we can detect that change and we can only process that change when data changes. When the data itself actually changes, we persist that and we store it. And then we don't have to collect that data again until that data changes again.
So hang on. What you're saying is that we can do both real-time observations and do snapshots and determine anomalies based on that.
Absolutely, yes. Once that data changes, we'll process it through the model and identify what it is that we need to know about it. So absolutely. And then when we partner very, very well with the IGAs of the world, because once we have all of that data and it is all massaged and clean inside Radiant, now it's really efficient for your IGA platform to consume it. Because now instead of having to reach out to source 1 and source 2 and source 3 and source 4 to cobble together this identity, we can provide that to you in one call. So that means that if you have 10 sources and it takes you 10 milliseconds to reach out to every call and then 5 milliseconds to process the data, that's 105 milliseconds. Whereas if Radiant aggregates that data and puts it together for you before you consume it, now you can get that data back. You make a call, we serve it in 1 millisecond.
You save a lot of time.
So you save 99 milliseconds per identity.
If you add that up with millions,
if you add that up as you get through large numbers of users, that turns into a very significant time save. I had one customer that had 7 different timestamps for when they took a flavor of training. And their IGA platform originally would read all of those sources and it would decide which one was correct, and then it would spit out a result and it would take that into consideration during reconciliation. Well, when we took that workload out of the IGA platform and put it into Radiant, and because we only process it when that data changes, we were able to reduce their reconciliation time by 18 hours.
Oh, wow.
Now, if you think about how many hours are in the day, reducing a daily process by 18 hours, that is material.
That makes a difference.
And in addition, it improves the resource efficiency inside your IGA solution. So now you're not having to call all of these sources and cobble everything together. You don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah, that's great, Eric. Have you had a chance to walk around the different booths? Have you got a feel of what the theme is, what the other vendors are talking about?
There is a lot of AI talk.
It is, right?
Lots and lots of AI talk, and I think that Radiant is exceptionally well positioned because what we are is the ability to ingest data, the ability to take data in and make that data meaningful so that whatever your process is, you're exposing the data, you're visualizing the data. Once we have the data and we can make it meaningful for you, then you can do whatever it is that you want to do with it.
Good stuff. Eric, appreciate your time. Thank you very much. Have
Absolutely.
a good conference.
Thanks much.
All right.